Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll walk you through how to use keyframes in CapCut PC. This is going to be a straightforward guide, so just follow along and you'll get the hang of it in no time. First, launch the CapCut application and create a new project. Once you're in the project, you'll want to import the media files you plan to edit. I'm going to go ahead and select a video from my downloads and drag it into the timeline. Now that the video is in the timeline, you might notice that you can't see any options for editing it yet. To access the settings, simply click on the video clip, and that's where you'll find the tools for adjusting the speed, adding animations, or making other changes. One important thing to look for is the diamond icon that appears next to the settings. This icon represents keyframes. In simple terms, keyframes are markers within your timeline that represent specific moments when changes will happen. To add a keyframe, just click the Add Keyframe button. You'll see that a keyframe appears on your timeline. Now, if you make any adjustments after adding this keyframe, such as changing the video's scale or position, those changes will be linked to that keyframe. If you have multiple keyframes, they'll work together to create transitions or movements. For example, you can change the position of the video at one keyframe and then move it again at another. When you play the video, you'll see these changes happen in real time. Keyframes can also be applied to different types of effects, not just one. For instance, if you want to animate the video's position and rotation at the same time, you can do that as well. Just click to add another keyframe, and then make adjustments to the x-axis or any other element you'd like to animate. To demonstrate this, let's say we want to change the position of the video on the x-axis. We add a keyframe, then adjust the position to, let's say, 300. Now, if we go back to the first keyframe and set the position to 0, when we play the video, you'll see the video move smoothly from one keyframe to the next. That's essentially how keyframes work in CapCut. You can apply this to a wide variety of settings and effects within the software. For example, you can even use keyframes to animate text or masks. If you select a mask or add text, you'll see the option to add keyframes as well. However, keep in mind that keyframes are not available for every setting or effect. For example, you can't use keyframes with the Enhance feature, but for most basic effects, including masks and text, they work just fine. If you need to navigate between your keyframes on the timeline, simply click the arrows next to the keyframes. This will move you to the previous or next keyframe, making it easy to adjust your timing. You can also delete keyframes by selecting one and pressing the backspace key on your keyboard. Lastly, if you want to apply keyframes to text, just add the text to your timeline, click on it, and you'll see the option to add keyframes for it too. And that's a quick overview of how keyframes work in CapCut PC. If you have any questions or need help with something specific, feel free to drop a comment below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe using the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.